If you're planning on buying a new construction home, in today's video, we will be talking about the loan process for buying a new construction home. This is totally different than buying a resale property because you apply for a mortgage and then you go house hunting and then you get the house. In this case, you apply for a mortgage, but you don't get the house and you don't close on the house until pretty much the house is complete. So in today's video, that's what we will be going through, the complete loan process while buying a new construction home. So once you decide the builder that you want to work with, you will be required to apply for a mortgage. In this case, the builder always work with a preferred lender and they will ask you to go through the qualifications with their preferred lender. The preferred lenders are just regular mortgage companies that they work with the builders to process your loan application for your buying process. They usually have not one, but maybe two or three that they can work your pre-approval with. These mortgage companies usually have all the products, conventional loan, FHA, VA loans. So you will have different options to choose from according to what your needs and eligibilities are. It is a good idea to, once you submit your application, not to make huge changes to your income, not changing jobs, or maybe not engaging in purchases that can affect your buying process. There are benefits of working with the builder's preferred lender. Usually what typically happens is that the builder will give you an incentive, for example, closing costs, or maybe help to buy down your rate if you work with the preferred lender. So that is an advantage you typically don't see if applying for a mortgage elsewhere. So one thing to understand is that the builders and the preferred lender already have a partnership that can make them create this great incentive for you to use, and it's a great advantage if you're buying a new construction home. So now let's talk about the entire process of how it works when you're buying a new construction home and you are applying for a mortgage. So the first thing you need to do is to get your pre-approval, as you will get when buying a resale property. So in this case, you will need your bank statements, W-2s. They will do a credit check, and this will allow them to determine what's your budget and if you can even buy a new construction home in that community, or if they can refer you to one of the others communities throughout the area. So now that you know how much you are qualified for, how much you are approved to buy a new construction home, you could go ahead and start the process where you select your floor plan, your lot, and all the home upgrades that you are to choose in your brand new construction home. So once you have that done, you continue to the contract, where the home builder will actually include all the details that there could be available for your brand new home. For example, it will include the lot number, the home upgrades, and also, if available, because sometimes they have it, sometimes you have to wait a little longer to have the home address. So you will have that. And then once that's done, once that is signed and complete, it's time for you to do what it's called an escrow deposit. Sometimes with the builder, you have to have, it depends, honestly, maybe 3%, or they have a fixed amount that they have to collect on the day you sign your contract. So if the home, it's a brand new construction home that is still not even started, so the loan processing will take a while, because this is where your loan is processed, honestly, and it's taken to underwriting. This is where the lender will request the appraisal, and for them to do that, the home needs to be pretty much complete. So if the house is still not under construction even, so you will have to wait until that very moment where the house is complete for the loan processing to get started. Remember, you submitted your application and you got pre-approved, and now it's time for them to process. What it means is that they will also, at the time the home is complete, they will start checking, your credit again. They will start checking your backgrounds, your history, your work history, pretty much everything. So you need to make sure that if there are any changes during the construction process, that you communicate with your lender all the time, because this can affect at the time of closing. This can even impact if you're closing or not. So moving forward to the home that is, complete, and you're almost there to close. So let's say that, the loan appraisal came back, and the home appraised and everything looks good. Now you move on to what is called the closing stage, where you have the clear to close from the lender. This means that all the requirements were met by you, and you're good to go. You can close on your home after the home builder do what is called a final walkthrough. And it's the day where you walk on the house prior to closing to make sure that everything in the house works properly, that the house is in good working order, and you are satisfied with the home that you are getting. So now let's say you're getting ready to close on the home, but a few days prior, the lender will be sending you what is called the closing disclosures. It will include all the details about your loan, your monthly payment, closing costs, and the cash that you will need to bring to your closing table. So once you review that document, you will have to sign it, send it back. You will now coordinate with the title company. It's the company that will handle the closing of your house. They will reach out to you to schedule your closing. Congratulations on closing on your new construction home. So before closing on your house, we're getting there. We are getting to the closing table. There is one last step that you will need to do, and it's wire the funds that will allow you to close on your home, if any. Sometimes there are instances where you don't have to even send anything to your closing table, but most of the times you will have to. So once the title company reach you with your closing date and schedule, they will let you know how to send that money to them in order for them to do what is called funding. So they collect the monies from everyone, they do the funding, and now you get your keys of your brand new construction home. Please subscribe to my channel, where I post weekly videos about new construction homes here in Orlando. I give you home tours and provide tips to make your home buying process a little easier. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one.